A woman, while putting money into her purse, accidentally drops some on the father, and his little daughter notice it. The small girl picks up the money and runs after the woman, holding her hand to stop her. The woman snatches the money from the child's hand and scolds the father and daughter before walking away. Later, that arrogant woman arrives at a hotel to meet her colleague. Coincidentally, the poor father and daughter also come to the same hotel to eat. When the arrogant woman sees them there, she is shocked. A kind waitress comes to the father and daughter's table with a menu and asks them what they would like to order. The man politely gives his order. The same kind waitress then goes to the arrogant woman's table to take her order. The arrogant woman rudely says, "What are those poor people doing here? This is such a big hotel. How could you let them in?" The kind waitress calmly replies, "They came here to eat, and there is nothing wrong with that." The arrogant woman insists, but the waitress brushes it off and goes back to continue her work. The poor father later calls the waitress aside and quietly requests, "It is my daughter's birthday today. Could you please bring a nice cake, but make it smaller by reducing some of the other items?" The kind waitress smiles and says, No, do not worry. I will take care of it." The man thanks her sincerely. Meanwhile, the arrogant woman's colleague goes to the washroom. She leaves her table and sits at the poor girl's table. She starts scolding the child, saying, "What are you doing here? Just look at yourself. Get out of here quickly." The poor little girl nods her head sadly. Her father returns to the table, notices his daughter upset, and asks what happened, but the girl stays silent. Soon, the kind waitress brings out the birthday cake. The poor father thanks her warmly and then tells his daughter to cut the cake. The little girl blows out the candle and her father claps happily. She cuts a small piece and offers it to her father, but he says, "No, I am not hungry." Just then, the arrogant woman comes back again and starts shouting, "What are you people doing here? Get lost." She even takes the little girl's cake and starts eating it, mocking them. At that moment, her colleague returns and asks what she is doing. She lies, saying, "It was this child's birthday. I just came to congratulate her." She tries to drag him back to their table, but the kind waitress also arrives and tells the truth that the woman was misbehaving with the poor father and daughter. The colleague confronts the arrogant woman, saying, "I saw everything. How could you treat them like this?" The arrogant woman arrogantly replies, "So what if I did? If people like them start coming to such big hotels, where will we go?" Her colleague, disgusted, says, "Your thinking is so small." The kind waitress, angry, throws the cake into the arrogant woman's face. The arrogant woman screams, "How dare you? I will not spare you," and storms out of the hotel. The kind colleague turns to the poor father and daughter, apologizing. "Please do not feel bad about this." The father gently replies, "No, it is okay. It was just my daughter's birthday, so I brought her here to celebrate." The kind colleague smiles and says, "Well, I have a surprise for you." Soon, the waitress brings out a big, beautiful cake to their table. Together, they celebrate the little girl's birthday properly. She blows out the candles again, cuts the cake, and looks very happy. The poor father thanks both the kind waitress and the kind man many times. The kind man